We're here at the Kohl Center. It's Skate with the Badgers Day, and we're going to do an interview with the Dean of College Hockey, Jeff Sauer. Got his 400th win last night for the University of Wisconsin. We're going to ask him about that, about the new facility here, and all kinds of neat hockey stuff.
Once again, if you want to...
First off, what a fantastic facility this is. Until you get on the ice and up in the upper deck, like you said, and look down, you realize this is an excellent hockey rink.
Well, the thing about it is with the ice in and the white boards, the white ice, everything just jumps at you, and it's really a great building for hockey. And I hope the people that are here today are enjoying what they're seeing and getting a chance to look at the seating and that type of thing.
I mean, another milestone last night, your 400th win. I mean, that's several milestones you've had in the past couple of years. When are you going to start thinking about retiring?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do if I did. That's the only part. I'd have to play golf every day, and I don't know if I could handle that.
You couldn't handle that.
Bottom line is, it's still a lot of fun. I still feel like I'm relatively young in terms of relating to the players and that type of thing. And to come into the Kohl Center, I just hope I get to coach a few years here in the Kohl Center and have the opportunity to have some success in this building as well.
Let's take a skate around the rink here and talk a little bit more. Talk about the recent Olympics. Is that something that maybe you look back in your career and have a regret that you never got to do?
I was disappointed that I didn't get a chance to coach in the Olympics, but after what I saw happen this year with the NHL players and so forth, I would like to see it stay with amateur athletes, and I think it's more competitive. I think it's more fun to be a part of and more fun to coach. But I think we're destined to have NHL pros in the Olympics from now on, and I don't see it changing in the near future.
Now, there's pluses and minuses to both of that. I mean, obviously we saw a great tournament because every team had great hockey players. I mean, Dominik Hasek, probably one of the greatest displays of goaltending you'll ever see.
Well, two things about it. I think, first of all, the importance of the big ice surface made it a very, very enjoyable tournament because you saw excellent plays being made. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming today. You saw a lot of really skilled finesse type of hockey played, and it was really a competitive situation. The Czech Republic game against Russia, you're not going to see a better hockey game ever.
Coach, your record speaks for itself. I mean, you're one of the greatest college hockey coaches of all time, but yet you hear grumblings and criticisms about, well, maybe the game's passing him up, maybe it's time for Jeff Sauer to step down. How do you combat that? I mean, and naturally it's going to come with any coach in any sport, but does that ever get to you? I mean, what more can you do?
First of all, I don't really, I don't listen to all that kind of stuff. I think we've done a pretty good job here, and it hasn't been just me. There's been a lot of people involved. We've got good assistant coaches, Pat Ford, Mark Johnson. Those fellows bring a new look to the staff and enthusiasm and that type of thing. But I guess I kind of relate it to if you had a guy that you wanted to be operating on your heart, you want a guy that's got a lot of experience. And I think as long as I'm enthusiastic and enjoy what I'm doing and stay abreast of what the changes are in the game, I think we can continue to do a pretty good job.
It's a beautiful rink. I mean, it's going to be a fantastic atmosphere for college hockey. I mean, I can't imagine what it's going to be like when it's packed, how loud it is and everything. What's the personality of the rink? You've only had one practice here, but what have you gathered from like funny bounces or play off the boards or anything like that?
I haven't really looked at that yet because we haven't had enough time in here, but the ice surface is the same size as the Coliseum. So we'll practice at the Coliseum, we'll practice here, we'll play our games, so forth. So it's not that big of a change. So hopefully we'll get to know this rink very quickly, and where we're standing right now is the end we're going to shoot at for 2 periods. The band's going to be up there, the students are going to be there, your old school St. Cloud's going to be right here in the net, and hopefully we can put a lot of pucks behind the goaltender.
And some things never change. Coach, thanks a lot.
Thanks very much.
Skate with the Badgers with the Dean of College Hockey Coaches, Jeff Sauer. We'll be back with more Wisconsin Sports Sunday right after this. Now, how about that autograph?
Sure.
All right, it is a beautiful afternoon here. We're at Nielsen Tennis Stadium. I'm with women's #1 singles player Barbara Urbanska from the Badgers. And this weekend is the NCAA tournament in South Bend. And so a lot of people don't know this, but Barbara called me up and said, I need the toughest competition to get ready, so she called me. Didn't you?
Yes, I sure did.
Say it convincingly. I've never played tennis before, but we're going to give it a shot and find out a little bit more about the Badgers' #1 singles player. Let's go. Oh, wow. Oh.
Oh. Are you okay?
Oh. serve.
His serve's gotten a lot better.
You know, she told me she was ranked 600th in the world her senior year in high school. World ranking. I was a goalie. Oh,
Oh, that'd be an ace. Nice.
oh I blew it! I had it right where I wanted her. All right, your serve again. Oh! That was a nice shot.
Thanks.
Thanks. You're a mean one, Miss Urbanska.
This guy's out of control.
Good match.
Nice
I'll
match.
take it easy on you next time.
Okay, thanks.
Good luck at nationals.
Thank you.
Work on your game. When you hear the name Suter, what do you think of? Maybe John or Bobby, a couple of former Badgers, the latter of which won Olympic gold. Or maybe Gary, another former Badger that has made his mark with a long career for the NHL Chicago Blackhawks. And then there's Steve, who's traded hockey for horsepower as one of the fastest motorcycle drivers in the world.
I've been racing since '82. And back in '82, I was the first rookie to ever win a Top Fuel national title. Probably am still the first rookie or the only rookie to ever do that.
Just over a week ago, Suter drove his bike funny business to a new world record, 206.42 miles per hour, over a quarter mile in just 6.964 seconds. He also owns the world record for the fastest motorcycle on ice at over 151 miles per hour. Will you ever be happy going a certain speed?
Yeah, as long as we keep increasing it a little bit at a time.
Why? You got the world record. Why not retire?
Because somebody else will catch up if we don't keep going.
I love motors and seeing how much power I can squeak out of them, but I'm not a driver.
We try to do it as safe as possible. As safe as it can be, you know.
Yeah, but still, what does it feel like to be going 200 miles an hour on a motorcycle?
It's like being launched on a rocket.
Well, here we are at the green in Middleton, and I promised last week to play golf using just one club, so here I am. One club. We're gonna go with the 5-iron. Let's go. Oh. This is gonna be tough. I'm a horrible golfer, horrible golfer, horrible golfer. Where did it go? Where did it go? Backswing. Ah. 9. Nice easy swing. Did anybody see where my ball went? Shots. Oh! With putts like that. Come on! Oh, get up there. Get up there. I read the break wrong. Ouch. Let's go get some tacos. 24, 33, 48, 57, 67, 78. I had 78 on a...
Okay, Steve, way to go. You're a natural sportscaster. We're here at your family farm, the Andres Berry Ridge Farm out near Wanakee. It's 5 o'clock. Rise and shine. We got 250 Holsteins that just need to be milked. Let's go. Well, here we go. Whoa!
Get it as close as you can before you let the vacuum leak and bingo.
Good job. High five. All right, let's go. We're here in America's Dairyland. What'd I just step in? There we go. Good girl. Now, which ones are whole milk and which are skim milk? Thanks for coming. Get in there. Get on there. Jeez. Whoa. Hey. Hey now. Watch that big hoof. It's kind of like the Dolly Parton of Holsteins.
Just be thankful that it's not 90 degrees and humid. It's a family farm.
Push this right here. I got it. Victory. I got it. All right, now this one's a little, what do I tell him? Whoa, boss. Bye-bye. Make way. Make way. Okay. Easy, boss.
All right, Matt, good job. Good job, top notch. We're here at Tiki Land up on Lake Wisconsin, where you are in charge of putting together the acts for the Mad City water ski team. So we're gonna go under the Tiki hut here at Tiki Land and find out what kind of show we're gonna put together tonight. Let's go. 24 people in a pyramid? This is it. We're gonna go down there and show the skiers what they're gonna do now.
All right.
All right, here we go. Come on, Matt. Skiers, the board is ready. Tension's kind of building. You can feel like the pressure. Hello, my name is Lucky, the water skiing dog. Put me down for the pink dress number.
I'm going to take that from you.
That's my dress.
He's in charge of the team meeting.
Yeah. What do I tell him? Go out there and win, win, win.
Rob's going to lead the team cheer here.
Well, tell me what to say.
We usually say mofo, po-ho, team.
What does that
We're not
mean?
going to tell you what that means.
All right, okay.
It means money for the poor. And
All right, everybody in, everybody in. Let's have a great show tonight. Let's have a great show, have a lot of fun, have a safe ski.
Yeah.
Ready? Mo, ho, 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 team! Yeah! Let's go get them.
Got the biggest cheer at the state and the national tournament.
You know, no one's around. Matt's out in the boat. He's not going to let me in the show. Wrong. I gotta do something. I just can't stand around. You gotta put me to work.
We're going fishing. Let me know when.
Whoa.
Here, fishy, 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 fishy. It's kind of tough to cast. A gutter fish. You guys want to try this?
Nope.
I'll charge you $5.
No.
There's one.
That's a keeper.
Hey!
It's a sewer bass.
That's a sewer bass. I
Right,
don't believe it.
yeah. They get larger too, don't they?
You get about 100 of those, we can have
Oh,
a fish
man.
fry.
Oh, this is actual fish. You want to give it a shot?
yeah, why
All right,
not?
there you go.
Gee, where is this thing?
It's right down here.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, there's actual fish in there.
Fish?
Oh, no, that's a fish. That looks like a carp. What is that?
No, it's a red.
Red snapper?
I got one.
We practice catch and release.
Always.
We're sportsmen.
Unless they're decent size. I do like a good fillet.
And we'll let it go
come back. Come back again when you're bigger. Hold on, take it easy. I got it. I got it. Yeah, real slow. Ah, what is it? Oh, Ted!
You got it?
Yes, a spider?
Spider?
It looks like a spider.
Heavy.
Oh, I got it.
Don't lose it.
I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose it. Oh, what is it?
Oh my God!
It's a lobster!
It's a Homerus americanus monona. Look at that.
It's half eaten, whatever it was.
That looks like a lobster, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Rob, is this good? Want a bite?
No, no thanks. I'll pass.
I'll eat it.
All right. One. All right, good job, Mike. I'm not worried about my job security. Maybe I should. I don't know. But here we are down at the City Government Building, Dane County Courthouse, where you work as an assistant district attorney. We're going to find out exactly what you do, and I'm going to give it a shot. All right, 523. This is a place. Let's go on in. Fellow district attorney, I want to be referred to as a district attorney right now. From this point on, do I get deputized? Do I get a badge? I'm an assistant district attorney. I can touch the phone?
Yeah, just have to dial 9 from outside.
District attorney, Rob Hudson.
This is the guy that did that hearing on yesterday I was telling you about. The
Okay, the creepy guy.
creepy guy.
He deals with a lot of creepy guys.
We got to get you down to court. We got to get you
Okay.
in court, hands-on.
Okay.
With some criminals. And
All right.
Have you put them in jail?
Yeah, let's go do it.
All right.
Who can we do this to?
Statutes.
I'm going to get to throw the book at someone. This is the book we're talking about right here.
Right there.
Diane Rob Hudson, nice to meet you.
Rob.
I'm your
Welcome
new
to
helper.
the office. Thank you very much.
I'm your new helper. I'm very excited about being assistant district attorney.
Well, I'm very happy to have you here. We certainly need more assistant district attorneys, and I'm sure you're highly qualified.
Well, I don't have a law degree, but I'm a journalism major.
But journalism major.
Law, journalism,
Very
same thing.
close. I'm sure you're gonna
Sportscasting.
do- And facts are facts, are they not? And aren't we
Yes,
interested?
you got to know these things if you're going to be a assistant district attorney.
Yeah.
Official legal pad, junior legal pad, imposter, real deal, and the book.
The book.
The junior prosecutor heads to court.
I'm warming up my arm. I'm going to throw the book at someone.
Give me a
All
jingle
right.
and let me know what the jury says.
Okay.
Thank you.
All rise, please. Court is now in session.
Mr. McGargle has been charged of watching other sportscasts and other sportscasters, which is against all the laws of Wisconsin Sports Sunday.
I sentence you to life watching Wisconsin Sports Sunday.
Throw the book at him. You like Uncle Buck? All right, here we go. I can't figure this out. You can't eat that stuff. Oh. 3/4 cups.
Yeah.
There's one. Oh, yes. Get your hands out of there, Cookie Monster. I don't do windows. That's what I should have said. Do the windows. How are you doing down there, Gills? Okay.
Okay.
I'm following you. Are you ready, Connor?
Right, Rob.
All right. Try to keep them out of your mouth. Give me one lap around the house. Whoever wins gets a cookie. See? That's how it's done. See you later, guys. Connor Johnson's underwear. Come on, Kelsey, get out of the corn. Where are the cows?
Hey, come on! Heifer! Heifer! Come on, boy! Get him, Heifer!
All right, let's play tractors.
No way.
We're not going to bale hay, are we?
This is a bad year for bailing.
Would you guys want a snack?
No, these.
Oh, okay. You want these? All right, dig in.
I got fishy. I got fishy.
Where's the fish?
Rob! Wake up, Rob! Wake up!
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry, I must have nodded. I just nodded out for a second. And welcome back to the show. This is really going to be fun. We're really in the groove now. You know, football season isn't the only fall sport that started. No,
volleyball season. And who could forget last year's volleyball season? The women's volleyball Badgers going 30-3, and joining me now, a couple key players from that squad. Last year we had Colleen Niels, who's back again this year, and Marissa Mackey. Are you going to sing for us tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not warmed up.
Oh, come on. Well, you can warm up. You can like step aside while I talk to
I'll see
Colleen
what I
here.
can do.
How are you guys, Colleen, going to repeat or try to repeat, which was a fantastic year last year, 30-3, almost went to the Final Four. How are you going to repeat?
A lot of hard work.
Yeah.
You know, we do lose a lot with losing Amy Lee and Heather Dodaro, but we've got some great key replacements and great players that come in and fill their spots. So, you know, I think everyone's pretty confident about this year, and we know we have a good chance at it again.
Marissa, talk about some of the key replacements, some of the new recruits you have coming in.
Let's see, we have 4 new freshmen, and they're all very strong. I think they're smart players. They're doing a really great job right now of, they're sort of being inundated with information, and they're doing a great job of absorbing everything and learning, and you know, they have really good attitudes. So.
All right, Colleen, what was it about last year? I mean, you guys just seemed to steamroll and get stronger and stronger and stronger. You couldn't even draw out a better season. It went all to plan.
You know, I think it was a combination of things. I really think that we felt we were overlooked a lot. We knew we were going to be a really good team, and we really felt we were overlooked, and that was a lot of motivation. Every time we went on the floor, it was, you know, they still don't believe us. Let's go out and show them again. And I think that was, you know, almost all of it, why we had such a great season.
Now, Marissa, is Wisconsin on the map now, nationally? I mean, it's been on the map the past few years. Coach Cook has gotten this thing going in the Big Ten. But now, nationally, is Wisconsin on the map as a power, like the Penn States or the Nebraskas?
Well, I think if you look at the preseason ranking, I know we're 7th in one of the polls. So I think we're starting to get some respect from, you know, coaches and teams around the country. And so I think we're on the map, but we have to make sure that people don't think we're a fluke. We've got to make sure we stay there.
And what is the key to staying on top?
Like Colleen said, a lot of hard work, you know, and just staying focused and, you know, continuing what we've been doing, I think.
Now, how about as far as recruiting goes? What type of team has Coach Cook put together, and what type of player is he going out to get? Well, I mean, what is the stereotypical or the prototype Wisconsin player now?
I think, you know, before when you're trying to build a program, I think you have to go and you have to find volleyball players. And now I think, you know, Coach Cook can go out and find athletes and develop them into volleyball players. And I think that, you know, I think that's something that is normal in top programs. And I think that's what we're starting to do. You know, all these 4 freshmen are great athletes. They're awesome athletes. And, you know, we're training them to be great volleyball players. And I think that's going to be a trend.
Now, you two are veterans. Talk about what it's like to be veterans now as opposed to what it was like when you were getting recruited to come here. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, these recruits that are coming in this year, did they want to come here maybe more than you guys did? Maybe you were coaxed to come here. Now that you guys have put together a program and you've got your own building and everything, and Coach Cook has established this as a volleyball school, is it easier to get kids to come here now?
I think it's definitely easier to get, you know, the top recruits. And when I came here, I didn't see that this program would be good. That wasn't a guarantee, but I knew that Coach Cook believed that, and he did. He convinced me to believe the same thing, that Wisconsin volleyball, you know, would be a national powerhouse. And now recruits, you know, they've got evidence. They say, hey, this is a great team. I want to be here.
Good evidence to have.
Yeah.
30-3 last year, 33-0 this year, maybe. National championship.
Who knows?
Obviously, a Big Ten title's got to be up for grabs for you guys.
Yeah.
It's got to be a goal. All right. Colleen, Marissa, thanks for joining us. Stop by again this fall.
Sure.
Good luck to you.
Thank
All
you.
right, Colleen Niels, Marissa Mackey from the Volleyball Badgers. Good luck to them as they start out this new season. Well, Cheetos, Fritos, and Doritos. I'm going to head out of the... And welcome back to Sports Sunday. Big weekend for Badger hockey as they christen the Kohl Center after more than 30 years at the Dane County Coliseum. Joining me right now to talk a little Badger hockey and push his book. It's called Shot and a Goal. Is Bill Brophy. Bill, thanks for joining us. What do you want to be titled? Former sports editor for the State Journal, now working for the Diocese of Madison, and voice of the Badgers, co-voice of the Badgers.
Well, that covers it all. But
man of many hats, man of many hats. Yes, this is your book. It just came out Friday, and you wrote it in conjunction with Julie Kluge, the hockey sports information person And talk about the book, how the idea started, and what it's all about.
Well, Julie provided the photos, and there's more than 100 of them there. And I think fans will get a kick out of seeing them, most of them from the Archives and Sports Information, but also the Bob Johnson family and the Granado family gave us some great shots, and I think fans will enjoy it. It's a coffee table book. I provided the words. It's about 175 pages, going over everything from the 5 championship years to the favorite games in Badger history, a little dedication to the Coliseum days, the fans, and the many families that have played. I think there have been 16 sets of brothers that have played for the Wisconsin, the Andringas, the Johansons, and of course the Granado family. So we cover all aspects of it, and I hope fans enjoy it. The response has been pretty good up till now.
Now, where can they pick it up? Where is it available?
Well, it's available at the University Bookstore here in Madison. It's available at the Kohl Center at Bucky's Locker Room there. I believe Stop and Go stores are going to have them throughout the area, and you can get them by calling Vision Sports, who are the publishers of the book. They're out of East Lansing, Michigan, and I think you'll see that number on the screen in a bit. But they came to me with this idea about a year ago. They did a similar book on the Michigan State program about 2 years ago, and they felt, hey, if we found out there's a depth of interest in Lansing, there's a lot more of hockey fans in Madison, and so they were willing to take a shot with me, and it was really a labor of love for me, a lot of fun to do. I think I've talked about 45 players and coaches and trainers and Phil Mendel, the former PA announcer. So I had a ball listening to war stories, and the biggest problem really was to make it G-rated, since I now work for the Bishop, but also to winnow it down. So
it is a family book.
Yeah, no question about it.
What a great weekend to put it out, too. Friday night was the official signing and everything with the alumni weekend for the Hockey Badgers. Talk about the weekend and the reaction from the guys that you've had so far.
Well, I think they had about 95 alums back, and they had a great time. Really, Vision Sports put on a nice premiere party that featured this book signing, but I think it gave everybody an excuse to come together and party, and a very nice gathering at the Kohl Center. I think the guys that came back, particularly those that played at Hartmeyer, were just awestruck by the sight of the Kohl Center. Then Saturday morning, you were supposed to play golf. Unfortunately, the weather department here didn't do a very good job. Again, a good day. But then they skated an alumni game, and were honored last night during the game. I think it was a wonderful weekend. The only thing that really didn't work was the outcome of the varsity game.
Now, talk about some of the pictures here, and this one in particular is a great one. You could see Bob and Peter and Mark Johnson here. Where was this taken?
That was at Aspen, when obviously Mark and Peter were in their formative years. But again, Martha Johnson was nice enough to loan her some really precious photos, and I think that's a great one. If you know any of Mark or Peter's sons, I think it's amazing the resemblance of the kids to their now famous dads. But there's some great photos from the Granados as well. A great shot in their color picture, I don't know if you saw it, of Bob and Martha Johnson with the Stanley Cup after the Hawk won that with the Legends, but won with the Penguins in the early 90s. But there's 16 pages of color photos. I think the Badger fans in general will love it, and I think hockey fans will really enjoy it.
Yeah, well, what is your biggest Badger hockey highlight?
Well, I think if you pick favorite games, you talk to fans, and I think there are a couple come to mind. There's the water bottle game in the early 80s here when John Newberry squirted a North Dakota player named Kerry Eads. He went on the bench. And, well, all heck broke loose, Rob.
We're getting laughter from the studio hands here.
It was really a fight like the Coliseum.
That's the one when Rob Malnori ran and hid, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe you see him cowering under some towels in the corner of the bench.
I know he's watching it right now. I know he's watching it.
But I think that was a game with great players. There were guys like Chelios and Driver on the Badgers, James Patrick on North Dakota, John Casey was in goal. Chris Chelios beat John Casey with a shot from 190 feet about in the period before this fight. All anybody remembers is the fight. I think there was that game. There was the game in Jeff Sauer's first year in North Dakota when they won in triple overtime, really in I think the national championship game. I think a game of significance was the one you were here for in Albany. I think in '92 it was not a proud moment, but I think it really turned the program in a downward trend for a while. And then there was the Black Sunday game where Jeff Sauer was the CC coach. Badger Bob was the Badger coach. Badgers blew a big lead in the playoffs and lost, yet they still won the national championship that year. I think those are the 4 games that most people talk about as being the biggies.
And they're all chronicled in here. Shot in a Goal is the name of the book. You can pick it up at university bookstores. You'll see these things everywhere.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Bill, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me out.
Appreciate it. You bet. You bet. Shot in a Goal, the name of the book by Bill Brophy and Julie Kluge. All right. I'm going to pick one up tomorrow. Well, we still have more to come on Sports Sunday. Can you believe it? All right, Sarah Beth, great job as a sportscaster. You want to trade jobs with me? Now I'm going to do your job. We're here at the McLean Center. It's feeding time. The Badger football team's got the feed bag on. We're trading jobs with you as a UW nutritionist. And tonight's specialty, steak and chicken. We got our suspicions who's going to take these. Let's see who's going to take the Badger bait. Be checking these guys off left and right.
Nick.
Sam.
Sam. Well, I know who this guy is.
Mr.
It's
Adamov.
Mr. Adamov. Golden.
Nope.
Chambers.
You able to handle this?
Well, this is really good for, I should know these people. It's my job to know these guys. And like when you see them without their stuff on them, see, that'd make it a lot easier to put a number on them.
All right, so we got Chris. Eric.
Grams. Excuse me, sir, your name?
Tim.
Tim what?
Lee. Tim Lee.
Tim Lee. Tim Lee. I don't see a Tim Lee. Come on, try to get one over on us right here. Hey, someone stole the Twinkies too while we weren't looking. Did you hear there's raw meat being served tonight?
It's all dark red.
Tom Burke, raw meat eater. Kevin Stepke fell for the badger bait. Say, I brought you a little something over here. See on the corner of the table right there. Little treat. Stepke took them. Samuel and
Kavanaugh.
you got to bring those over there. Take them all. Where's Kavanaugh? Take your vitamins. You got to take them. So go ahead, Vitaly. Let's see what he eats. Let's see what Vitaly Pasetsky eats for supper.
That's where you can find our Rob Hudson. He is standing by with two very happy people. Rob, how crazy is it up there?
Well, it's pretty mellow, actually, because we are in the heart of Gopher country, obviously, but I am joined by a couple of seniors, Steve Reinprick, Dustin Cook. Guys have been through some lean times in Wisconsin the past couple of years, certainly enjoying it now. First, you, Steve, how does it feel to win the McNaughton Cup?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, especially up here in Minnesota, it's a little icing on the cake.
Dustin, you said you'd like to come in here and slap these guys around a couple times. You got stage one out of the way. Any fear of a letdown maybe tomorrow night, or do you reassess your goals from here on out, a new start?
Yeah, exactly. We got the first of 3 trophies we're looking for this year. We took care of that tonight. Now we just have to, start our run towards the Final 5 and hopefully the NCAA tournament after that.
Now, Jeff Sauer said he did not want to parade the McNaughton Cup around this rink. After you won the game, were you kind of wishing maybe you had the hardware there, Steve?
It would have been nice, but I think our fans back home deserve it, and I think we're all looking forward to getting back there and showing it in Madison.
Dustin, same question. Did you kind of wish you had the cup? I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I wish we had it, but, what can you do? Coach is a classy guy, and we, pride the program on class, but I wouldn't have minded taking a lap or,
all right,
8 here with it.
Well, you get your chance next week in Madison. Talk about the rest of the season here and the goals that you want to start establishing now. Does it just get bigger? The stakes get higher?
We set a goal after Christmas at how many wins we want until the regular season ends, and we're going to concentrate on that, and then I will reassess our position and set some more goals for Final 5 and playoffs and take it from there.
All right. Badger senior captain Steve Reinprick, Dustin Cook, gentlemen, congratulations on winning the McNaughton Cup. Very excited Badger hockey team here at Mariucci Arena in Minneapolis. Jeremy?
And for good reason, Rob. Thanks a lot. Good talking to you. Have a safe trip back home.
You betcha.
All righty. Well, it's down to the Final 4.
See that smile on Rob Hudson's face? That means it's hockey time in Wisconsin.
It's either that or the lakes are frozen.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, hockey time, March Madness, my favorite part of March Madness.
Right.
Hockey.
Of course, we got the hockey Badgers this weekend, big series, McNaughton Cup coming out, but state high school hockey, the state WIAA hockey tournament dropping the biscuit for quarterfinal action at the Dane County Coliseum this morning. But we're going to start this evening because you probably saw this morning's action at 6, right? Right. Okay, McFarland, Oregon, Wausau West, first period. McFarland, Oregon, the move. Joe Robson, the slot, 1-zip Spartans. Same score in the second. There's a crowd in front. Looks like Dan Fisher has it covered, but Andy Brandt buries the biscuit in the basket, tied at 1. Then Derek Hilmershausen makes it 2-1, Wausau West. They'll add an empty netter and they'll win 3-1. Ouch. No need for the Spartans, though, to hang their heads in McFarland, Oregon.
We're real proud of them. We've had a lot of those guys now all 3 years we've been here, and they've been a thrill to be with. A lot of long faces in there, but they have nothing to be ashamed of. They had a great season, and they did something no other school, nobody at McFarland's ever done.
Earlier this afternoon, there's a huddle in front of the Madison Memorial net. And that's because they're going to get a goal from Kevin Femel, sending it home 1-0. Madison Memorial Spartans. It's a tournament of Spartans. There's 3 teams with Spartans as their names. There's Adam Ray, Femel to Ray in that one. 3 assists for Femel today. 3-0 in the second. There's Ray again. This time, the wraparound 4-0. They'll go on to the 5-0 win. Big first period for the Spartans of Madison Memorial.
I didn't think we'd win by 5 goals, but we felt pretty good coming into the game. So Adam Ray, Kevin Femel, Rob Plush, that line had a great game. And the defense played well. It was a good team effort, team win.
Kicking things off earlier in the day, it was, well, we're going to check out the Wausau West McFarland Oregon score first. Superior, coached by former Badger Eric Regor, leading 1-0 in the third. Stevens Point beating Fond du Lac earlier in the day. And there you saw Madison Memorial beating Eau Claire Memorial 5-0. Second round of the WIA boys basketball playoffs this evening. Girls semifinal and final games to be played tomorrow and Saturday. Division II, Oregon, hosting Platteville. Oh, these guys are wild and crazy fans down there in Oregon, aren't they? Doug Fisher, the leaner, 12 points. And then Fisher again is going to take it outside of the arc. Nice pass and tickles the twine. Oregon, no problem tonight with Platteville. The final up. Score? No score. Well, they win by 40 points. Milton, head coach Brian Hamill, down in McFarland tonight. I'm going to look at Andy Rice. Andy Rice, there he is, off the window and in. And then we're going to go Christian Mork. Mork hits it from Ork. Get it? Mork from Ork. Is that right? Mork from Ork? Yeah. McFarland winning over Milton tonight, 62-31. Badger ball facing Minnesota tonight in first round of the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis. Latanya Sims and Jesse Stomsky named to the all-conference second team earlier. They put in some points tonight as well. Sims, Moore, and Stomsky, 10 points each. The Badgers win 56-49 over the Ground Squirrels. They will take on Purdue tomorrow. Well, last night the Badger men did exactly what they had to do in keeping Northwestern winless in the Big Ten. That sets up the all-important regular season finale Sunday, where a win over Indiana could clinch the NCAA's for Bucky.
It's a significant game, but I guess it's what you play for. I think, as I said to our players, we should be thankful that we're playing for something in March. Not all teams are able to, and for a while we didn't think we would be able to.
NBA, Bucks and the Big Apple taking on the Knicks, where they run into a buzzsaw. This man, Milwaukee native Latrell Sprewell, 32 points, 109-94. The Bucks going down. Well, the Brewers signed 2 more key players for the season. Outfielder Jeff Jenkins and catcher Henry Blanco. Milwaukee opens the exhibition season as well this afternoon, tying the Oakland A's 12-12 in 12. So the magic number of the day, 12. This sportscast brought to you by the number 12.
That was good.
Very good. What's the letter of the day?
The letter of the day, A.
A.
Because it was so cool.
That's good.
All right.
All right. He told Marvin K. Mooney to please go now, but...
And welcome back to Sports Sunday. You know, the Winter Games in Japan are less than a year old, and already we're starting to think about Salt Lake City. And one local skater, of course, is Verona's Casey Fitz-Randolph, who'll be thinking about Salt Lake City in 2002. Casey, thanks for joining us. You're going to be heading out for Canada and then back to Nagano in just a couple of days here as we tape this interview. You're already thinking about gold in Salt Lake.
You've got to be.
Yeah.
The game plan starts now. You know, it's a 4-year deal, not a 1-year shot. A lot of people, interestingly enough, ask me, you know, what do you do for the next 3 years? As if I go back to my day job or sit on the couch and eat chips. But
yeah, you do that a lot.
Right. No, so yeah, the wheels are already turning about Salt Lake.
Talk about your experience in Nagano, how you shocked the world. You say you were the first to turn under 36 in the 500, and you really did shock a lot of people, and maybe even yourself. We talked in your interview shortly before you left, and you said, well, you just like to finish maybe in the top 10, then to find yourself in first place after day one. What was that like?
It was a thrill. It was what you hope your Olympic experience is going to be like, you know, and especially last year with everything up in the air going in, and I was just, you know, my skating was just going so up and down all season that I had no idea what to expect, and to go in there and to be in first place after I skated was a thrill, especially to do it in front of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I obviously didn't come away with the result that I wanted overall, but I had a fleeting moment anyway.
What will you do between now and Nagano or Salt Lake City to make your money?
Well, we don't tell the sponsors that we're out of the public eye for the next 3 years. No, but We do. We go out and we look for sponsors, for people that want to be in it for a 4-year project, you know, because we realize that the next 3 years you're not going to see a whole lot of us. So we try to set people up with a 4-year plan, knowing that if they help me out the next 3 years, the 4th year, hopefully I can help them out a little bit.
Talk about your skating and how are you going to win a gold?
It starts with training differently. I'm focusing right now on the 500 meter a little bit more as opposed to the 1,000. I believe if I can get my first 100 meters down, my opener down a little bit, that I've got the lap to do it. And you know, you saw in the games I'm not far off when I have a good race. So with a little more sprint-specific training and a little bit faster opener, I think I can maybe even sneak on the top level of the podium coming up this year. So I'm going to train a little bit differently. Aside from that, really no big changes. Get used to these clap skates, which I'm starting to do now. I feel a lot better, and I'm skating a lot faster now than I was last year at this time, so that's a little bit of a relief.
And one change for Casey Fitz is he's got his own website now, and we even have the website address for you. Talk about that a little bit and what people can find on there. I've heard some rumors there's some risque photos on there of Casey Fitz. Does your mother approve?
I didn't do it. Yeah, we had that put together as part of a promotional thing that we're doing right now. Actually, I don't want to plug myself here, but we're looking for sponsors to carry me through the next 4 years. I'm trying to get enough money so I can get an apartment down in Milwaukee and get out of the dormitories where people have a little bit more of a nightlife than I do. And the website was part of that. It's got everything on there from pictures to a schedule of my season, some of my goals, some of my history, some of my outside interests. Pretty much you name it. It's pretty significant, pretty substantial.
All right. Well, good luck to you in the 2002 Olympics here in the USA.
Thanks,
Corona speed skater Casey Fitz-Randolph, our guest here on Wisconsin Sports Sunday. Stick around for more right after this. Kenny, that was a great job. We're doing the multimedia job switch with you as afternoon drive time DJ on the New Country, 99.3 FM in Dodgeville. Let's go in and check it out. Kenny J, how you doing?
Always with the...
All right, I got 30 seconds and I'm going on the air here. The New Country. Garth Brooks on the New Country, 99.3 WDMP. No, I don't know the phone number here. I better learn that. What is it?
I thought you were a big fan.
Well, I don't know if we pick you up in Madison, where I live.
Okay.
Giddy up! We're the Dixie Chicks.
You don't know what the Dixie Chicks are?
No. Country six-pack, 99.3 New Country. You got a request for the six-pack? We're going to play the Oak Ridge Boys Elvira here. What's your request? New Country D99.3. Music from Deanna Carter. Absence of the Heart. Help me out here. Which button do I push?
Here, press that. Remember?
Push that one? Oh, the one you put the mark on? Lone Star, you walked in. We got it. That's going to be part of the six-pack. David Ball, Thinking Problem. And now, another story of my life. Sammy Kershaw, here on the New Country D99.3.3. She's the queen of my double-wide trailer. Should we announce the time? This is a little bit of Dwight Yoakam. All right, brand new from Reba McEntire. Reba McEntire. Rain 37, 39 in Madison, 39 Darlington, 39 Lone Rock. This weather.
American.
Time for the Badger men's basketball team to give it all they got.
Put up or shut up.
Put up or shut up.
Yeah, let's just
leave it all on the floor.
That's right. Any more cliches? I'm going to do that time. I'm going to do an all cliche sportscast.
Don't you do that every night anyway?
Let's get it on.
Oh, let's get it on.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm bleeding. She got me. Hey, the rules are pretty simple right now for the men's basketball. Badgers win and they're in. Maybe, kind of. The odds are pretty good anyway that a couple more wins by Dick Bennett's club, and they're in the NCAA tournament tonight in Evanston facing, those mighty Northwestern Wildcats. They're tough. 0-14 coming in the Big Ten. Look at Mark Verschaw. Oh, wow. Like Butta, the big three. And then Kirk Penny, twang on the string. And then watch Trevon Davis from Verschaw. Watch his pass. Oh, nice. The Badgers running away with this one. But the highlight of the first half is Mark Verschaw, 16 points in the first half alone, a pair of threes. Then Maurice Linton, watch. Reverse jam. Badgers up 33-20 at the break. Then in the second half, defense really spurring the offense. Isn't that kind of how it always works? And there's Mike Kelly with his 5th steal of the night. Then over to Linton. The throwdown jam. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Little luck, too. Watch John Bryant. Watch the ball. Doink. Kerplunk. Not bad. You got to call that, though, I think, don't you? 62-46 is your final score. The Badgers host Indiana this Sunday at the Kohl Center in the regular season finale, then on to the Big Ten tournament. Meanwhile, Ohio State and Penn State tonight jumping around, and Scooney Penn dropping threes. 17-15, part of an 11-0 run by OSU at that point. Then Michael Redd, the behind the back, he's going to get the call to Ohio State, no problem tonight. At Penn State, 79-63. The Badger women's basketball team is off to the Big Ten tourney in Indianapolis. They'll play Minnesota, the Ground Squirrels, tomorrow night in the first round. Coach A doing better after getting poisoned by a tropical scorpion fish earlier this week. Mufasa is its name. Her hand brushed up against the fish during the feeding at her home, and she's okay now. The Hockey Badgers will accept the McNaughton Cup for winning the WCHA regular season title. That will happen Saturday night. Former Badger defenseman Rob Andringa will reportedly present the trophy. Andringa was on the 1990 team that won the national championship and the McNaughton Cup as well. Now the Prepsters are hitting the ice for tomorrow's first round of the games at the WIAA State Hockey Championships. Locally, two teams are in. 1998 champion Madison Memorial returning to the Dane County Coliseum. They'll take on Eau Claire Memorial at 1 o'clock. And the co-op team of McFarland, Oregon makes its first ever trip to state. The Spartans beat Beloit last Saturday to advance. They'll take on Wausau West Thursday night at 6 in the quarterfinal game. Football now, the Packers are in the market for a punter, so they're going to bring in San Diego free agent Darren Bennett to town later this week. Bennett was 4th in the AFC last season, 43.9 yards a boot. Meanwhile, the Vikes dealing with a couple of Randalls. First, upper guard Randall McDaniels leaving Minnesota, signing a 3-year, $6 million deal with division rival Tampa. The Vikes also exercise their $1 million option. They got to pay quarterback Randall Cunningham because they decide to keep him on the roster. A judge has ruled in favor of the world's fastest man. No, not really. That's John Rocker. He's been accused of being something else. Reducing his suspension by Major League Baseball in half. Rocker made a lot of unfavorable remarks about a lot of people in Sports Illustrated. He was then handed down a 1-month suspension from baseball, including spring training. But now he can report to camp at the end of this week. He misses only the first 2 weeks of the season. So the appeal rules in favor of Mr. Rocker. Not a lot of people probably support that decision, but that's the way it goes. And that's the world in sports for tonight.
Right.
Very good.
Oh, good. You know who Mufasa is? Besides the...
Mufasa, yes, I do, but I'm having a mind block right now.
He's Simba's dad in Lion King.
That's right. Well, she's keeping the fish.
Right.
You going to sing?
No, but I love that one.
You normally do.
All right. This time. We have to go because we have to look at the... Some say image is everything, especially in the world of sports, where players look to get a leg up on their opponents.
A Minnesota company hopes an intimidating helmet will help the goalie's cause, at least. Over the last 6 years, the Miska company has sprayed hundreds of masks and helmets for goalies from pro to pee-wee. The artists use an airbrush and their imagination to turn regular Joes into ice intimidators. Each mask is an original, and the cost can be up to $500.
Wow. You didn't need that, Rob Hudson, as a goalie.
You were just intimidating.
Doesn't help you stop the puck any better.
Did you ever wear a scary mask?
No. Oh, this is good enough. Intimidating enough.
That one off.
By that.
Yes, yeah, we're going to talk hockey in a little bit. First, basketball. Talk about a scary mask. How about Gene Katie? Ouch. Ouch. The Purdue Boilermakers with a chance to win the Big Ten men's basketball title outright tonight. The only problem is they got to do it in Bloomington, Indiana. Home of the Hoosiers. And there's scary masks. Ah, yes. And this is going to be scary for the Boilermakers. How about that pass by Guyton? Wow. And then watch Lynn Washington. Oh! Gene Katie said the first 10 minutes of this game were going to dictate the outcome. And they do. Indiana rolling tonight as they jump out to a huge lead and hang on 79-65. Basketball Badgers travel to Northwestern tomorrow for their final road game of the regular season. The Wildcats, kind of like the mild kiddies, 0-14 in the Big Ten for that reason alone. Dick Bennett says you got to take them serious. Bennett fears that this rivalry with his Badgers makes Northwestern dangerous.
I sense that their rivalry with us is very intense from that end, and going down there for their last home game will present some motivation. I expect it to be a very difficult game, and if our players make the mistake of anticipating an easy game, we'll get beat.
You can watch it on tape delay right here at 10:35 tomorrow night. Well, the Bucks finally getting off that losing streak with a home win that snaps that 7-game Bradley Center slide. Next up, a date with the Knicks in New York on Thursday. Meanwhile, tonight in the NBA, well, what's doing with Dennis Rodman? Not a lot tonight. The Worm only gets 3 rebounds. Wow. Allen Iverson shaking off a partially torn rotator cuff to score 35 points as his Sixers beat up on Dallas and Michael Finley 106-87. The red-hot Hockey Badgers hope to keep rolling this weekend against former Madisonian Scott Owens and his Colorado College Tigers. The Badgers already swept CC earlier in the year. They're the McNaughton Cup champions, but the Tigers are on the verge of clinching home ice for the first round of the playoffs. Translation, great hockey.
I'm sure he's excited about coming back here. I know after we played them out there, he felt that we were fortunate to win both games, which maybe we were, but we were able to come away with the victory. So I would assume he'll use that as getting his team ready to play.
NHL tonight, Flyers and Blues from the Kohl Center in St. Louis. Watch John Van Beesbrook. Big save, but Beezer get back in the cage because here comes Chris Pronger. He's going to be a crack drive and a beauty tipped out front, across the red line score. Blues win, Blues win, Blues win, 3-2. Cactus practice continues for the Brewers as they prepare for their first spring training game Thursday against Oakland. A boatload of off-season change is the trademark of this year's team. Almost entirely new pitching staff, a revamped infield, new management. The club's vets see it, though, as a chance for a fresh start for them as well.
A bunch of guys that are hungry, and I think a bunch of those guys that we got, they probably needed a change too. And just to come out and see those guys throw has been impressive over the last couple of days. And I think we just, as a team, looking forward to some bigger and better and great things.
Former manager Sparky Anderson is going to blow us a big bubble. Yeah, that's why he's in the Hall of Fame. No, not really. That is his speed. He had quick speed from the dugout out to the mound, chasing down the ups. Look how quick he is. Voted into the Baseball Hall of Fame by the Veterans Committee today. He managed in Detroit and Cincy. He's the only manager to win World Series titles in both leagues. Also inducted, former Negro League outfielder Turkey Stearns and 19th century player Bid McPhee. Turkey Stearns, Bid McPhee, and Sparky. Turkey, Bid, and Sparky.
They were big in the 60s.
Turkey, Bid, and Sparky, you betcha.
Right.
Big.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Rob. Coming up, well, our spring-like temperatures.
For NBC15 News is brought to you by American.
Rob Hudson joining us now. We generally, this time of year, start looking forward to postseason basketball, and this year
hockey's
hockey,
kind of taking center stage. Well, it's been 10 years since they really had a threat to go deep into the tournament. There isn't a Wisconsin team hotter than the Hockey Badgers, and there really isn't an individual player hotter than Danny Heatley. 21 goals and counting for the freshman sensation. How about these moves? Incredible. You pay for the entire seat, but you only use the edge of it when this kid touches the puck. Still, the humble Heatley says his skills, really nothing special, just playing hockey, eh?
Well, I don't think it's really a distinct move. I think you got to take what the defenseman gives you every time, and on both those times, that's what he gave me. So, I don't think there's really a name for it. I was going to actually slap that one, but when I saw him come over, I had to give him that one. So.
Well, he's had about 3 like that. He had one against North Dakota the same way. The neat thing about this one was he beat Pudlik, the defenseman from St. Cloud, who everybody's talking about being a pro hockey player next year and being an all WCHA defenseman and everything, and it was like he wasn't there.
Heatley could become only the 3rd Badger in history to lead the team in goal scoring his freshman year. He's the conference rookie of the week. Well, that guy, Graham Melanson, is the conference defensive player of the week. And good news for Bucky, Matt Doman, the Sartell, Minnesota sensation, back on the ice after suffering a severed Achilles earlier in December against Colorado College. Don't expect him back right away, though. Doman may not return until the Colorado College Series. Carolina and Toronto in the NHL tonight. Watch this, number 28 right there, Paul Ranheim. Watch this play. Nice feed to Rod Brendebar. Splits the D. Comes in on former Badger Kurt Joseph and goes where you hide the peanut butter jar. Top shelf on the roof. Hurricanes beat the Leafs 5-2. Time running out for the men's basketball Badgers if they hope to earn an invitation to the big dance. Dick Bennett starting to question his team's heart in wake of Saturday's loss to Michigan State.
That's all I wanted, is a chance to compete at the highest level like this. And I know there are people out there who feel as I do. I used to play with them, and I coached a few of them. But I got to have the guys in the red and white feel that way too. They got to. You can't back down when that ball's there. If you got to dive, you dive. I don't know how many guys you saw on the floor the other day. I can't remember that many. You find a way to compete.
The Packers are trying to make a move in the free agent market by convincing Falcons defensive lineman Chuck Smith to go to Titletown. He's in Green Bay touring the Packers facilities today. Never racked up big numbers in the sack department, 59 in 8 seasons, including 10 last year, along with 50 tackles and 4 forced fumbles. But Smith is considered one of the best pressure linemen in the league. He's going to visit with Carolina on Tuesday. His agent is Jimmy Sexton, same guy that represented Reggie White, and Smith just happens to be very close to Reggie. Packer free agent lineman Keith McKenzie, meanwhile, is drawing interest from Cleveland, but his agent says the offer wasn't good enough. And former Packers coach Mike Holmgren reportedly is interested in signing center Frank Winters. Meanwhile, bad news for the NFC Central. The Lions have bolstered their running game by signing free agent James Stewart. He gets a 5-year, $25 million deal. Stewart had more than 900 yards rushing last season with Jacksonville and 13 touchdowns. Filling in for often injured Fred Taylor. It could also open the door for the club to deal Barry Sanders as well. Looking to do that. Well, another death strikes the sports world. Former Indy driver Tony Bettenhausen Jr. and 4 other people were killed in a plane crash near Lexington, Kentucky today. He's the youngest son of that well-known auto racing family, the Bettenhausens. So bad news for that family. But Hockey Badgers looking great. I tell you, they keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Tough stretch here. They're going to Alaska, then Minnesota, then back home to finish the regular season. See what they can do.
All right.
Thanks, Rob. Catalog and online shopping are becoming
the first grade class. This is Rob Hudson. He came today to read you a story.
This is my favorite book from when I was little. Max is kind of turning into a werewolf, I think. And showed their terrible claws. Roar!
I can't look at scary things unless they give me the nightmares.
Oh, well, this is just make-believe. Do I give you the nightmares?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You want to read War and Peace? I like Froggy Goes to School. That's kind of funny. You like that one better? You want me to put Puddles back? We could find the Grapes of Wrath. That's some light reading. Yeah, we better hold off on Grapes of Wrath. Wait till you're in college.
College!
Yeah, college.
I don't want to go to college.
You don't? Well, you're going to go anyway. Uh-oh. You still have some books out, don't you?
No, actually.
Say the dog ate it. That's what I would have said.
I don't have a dog.
Wasn't this one on the New York Times bestseller list? Thought it was. Hello. How are you doing? What you got there? This card says Brett Favre. You don't like the Packers? You like this book? Yeah, we found something he likes. Hi, how are you today? Oh. That's going to leave a mark. Goodbye. Goodbye. Read your books. Keep reading. Coach Olson is part of being an official Wisconsin high school hockey coach. These are the 2 essentials.
The hat, the followed hockey
The hat, that's a nice hat. Nice colors, the Lancer colors.
And the old-fashioned around the neck whistle.
Around the neck whistle. And you put the whistle on before you put the hat on. Yeah. All right, now I'm a coach.
Good luck.
Let's go get them. Short passes, short passes. Too many hinders.
D to D, we call them hinders.
Your goalie, he's not playing the puck.
Isn't he?
Control it, tip it. Hello. 10 push-ups for that goal. All right, 1, 2. Do you work the power play? And he works penalty kill?
Yes.
6, 7. Here they come. We got it on tape. The East coach. The East coach is spying on the little fall at practice. Coach, do you ever teach him how to slew foot? Did I ever tell you the time I was playing for Eddie Shore in the Federal League and I got traded for a bus? Go! Go! I was going to work you harder, but Tony here said no more. You got a big game against Middleton.
Yeah,
On 3, let's hear it, Lancers. 1, 2, 3. Lancers! One more time. 1, 2, 3. Lancers! One more time. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Good job in there, guy. The legs getting a little sore doing those side-by-sides?
Never.
Those are always my favorite.
I was looking for some water for him to dump on your head, like Gatorade.
Nice.
Elite told me she wanted.
You wouldn't want to mess up this hair.
No, that's why you gotta keep that thing.
How are the Saints doing this year?
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be looking down too much.
What good is this actually going to do if you fall? What do I look like, one of the village people? We're going up this tower right here. What are we talking, 250 feet?
250.
All right, and then once we get up there, what are we going to do?
We're going to do anything. It slides up freely.
Okay.
But down it locks.
See you later. Would you hurry up? Boy, it's a little windier up here than it is on the ground, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to fall on you. I can see my house from here, Daryl. We got a ways to go yet, don't we? Should I just keep going?
Yeah, well.
Can I step there?
Yep. What's the guy? The Snoopy or Snoop or whatever his name is?
The prep detective?
Yeah.
That's him down there running the camera.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Oh. We'll camp here tonight. Push on in the morning.
Yeah, this going down's a lot easier, I think. Employed behind the counter of the Route 60 Bob's Big Boy Fried Chicken on the front seat. Danger keeper. Tower climbing.
Good job.
Thanks, man.
Good
It was
job.
a lot of fun.
Thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
You did good.
Boy, that was way up there, wasn't it? Ah, yes, I survived. It wasn't that bad. No. It wasn't that bad. A lot of people say they couldn't do it around the office here, but it's not that bad. You got the safety harness in there, and as a matter of fact, we brought some of your gear along here to show. All right, here's the rigging. Explain what this stuff is real quick.
Okay.
Watch your foot.
That's right. I got it. Got it. This
Here's
is
a little
just
safety thing we had.
There's a lot of variations on this, but
So there's
this-
no way I could have fallen, so everyone just, although some people might have wanted to see me fall, like, you know, Willard Walter of Evansville. But
And
this is the stuff.
Yeah, this expands if you drop your weight into it.
And we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do
Is that
that,
what
but if it
you're
did, and it absorbs some of the blow to protect your spine, neck injury, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have never and don't know anybody that has ever
How
expanded
long have you been
one of
climbing,
these.
Daryl?
20 years.
Wow. And you got a great grip. I remember shaking your hand. It's like, that's what you do. You hang around up there and stuff.
Yep.
Big sports fan, are you?
Sort
Just
of,
a
yeah.
Sports Sunday, right?
Right, just Sports Sunday.
Packers,
Packers,
Brewers,
right.
Badgers.
From Ohio originally, so.
So you're a Buckeye.
No, looking to see what the Browns are going to do. I want to. I could go back to being a Browns.
That
fan
has
here.
been tainted.
Along with hockey players, lumber, and mosquitoes, sport fishing is Canada's greatest natural resource. And flying over the Canadian National Forest, you can see why. Lots and lots of water. Our outpost was located on Conver Lake, a catch and release lake located about 125 miles northeast of Dryden, Ontario. And upon arrival, the optimism was running high.
Conver right now is everything I thought it was going to be and probably a bit more.
Fights on! Fishing this Canadian lake was a little different than fishing Wisconsin. First, all hooks have to be barbless, making for quick and easy handling of hooked fish. Second of all, no live bait. Twister tails, salted minnows, and jerk plugs are the baits of choice. The fishing was steady, northerns during the day,
Water wolves of Ontario.
walleyes in the evening and night.
Today we decided to try something different up here at Lake Conver. There's a 3-mile portage through this beautiful area filled with moose and deer and wolves. And we're going to try a lake called Sahara. We jump in one boat, go across the lake, then do another 1-mile portage back into this secret virgin lake. We're going to go hit some walleyes. Let's go.
Bugs really weren't a problem. They were there, but enough repellent kept them at bay, and the walk through the woods brought us a visit from a hen-ruffed grouse, protecting her nest probably. After finding the boat and motor stashed, we headed to our next portage. Now, this trail was a little rough, but another boat and motor greeted us for a day on the water. And then, the big surprise of the trip, we stumble on this bull moose taking an early afternoon swim across Sahara Lake.
You know, a lot of people back in Wisconsin might be happy going up to the cabin and catching one of these during the summer, but
You know, here we've been catching them by the dozens every day. They're actually a nuisance. We've been catching so many of them. Pretty good fishing. Now we just got to find the walleyes. We'll let this one go. No phones, no television, no traffic, no other people, no problem. And that's how I spent my summer vacation. The list of his former and current pupils reads like a who's who of goaltending talent.
Back up, full extension.
Bill Howard has such a grasp on teaching the position that during the 1995 Stanley Cup playoffs, 3 of the 8 goaltenders were former Badger students. He's tough and demanding, but his methods have proven themselves over and over. So what's his secret?
My system really means to play under control. It's a lot easier to play under control than it is to be all over the ice. We don't move a lot. We control the puck a lot. We focus in on the puck a lot and don't give second shots. So once you get the system, it's pretty easy. And we teach a lot on the confidence side of it, where they can make a save no matter where they are in their net, and they have the proper technique, and it breaks out pretty easy actually when you get going and you get a talented athlete. And you know, when they come to our level, they've got the talent. You just got to mold them into the right way and teach them how to play under control.
Now in its 25th year, Howard's camp has 2 sessions that are 2 hours long each. For the casual observer, this may appear a bit bizarre, but for Howard and his team of coaches, this is pure ballet.
He just demands perfection. I mean, if you're not working at 100%, he'll just, you know, he won't even spend any time with you. So I think it's just his consistency of what he wants and how much he demands.
He studies the game and he innovates like nobody else I've seen. I've been around a lot of goalie coaches in Canada, and I have to give him that. I mean, he's a genius when it comes to goaltending, and that sounds kind of corny, but that's how I feel. I mean, he's pretty smart.
Howard's key to being a successful goaltender is knowing how and when to make each save and make it without thinking. That's the hard part. Matter of fact, Bill Howard's goalie camp is so effective, Coach Howard even promised an old washed-up tender like me I can make a comeback. Let's find out.
The biggest thing that I got to have when they come in is they got to be able to skate, and they got to have great reflexes. And you can't teach how to react any faster. They got to be able to react quickly. They got to be good skaters. The rest of it I can teach. The rest of it is just basic techniques and fundamentals and showing them how to do it and breaking it down until they can finally do it. And it's not easy.
He helps to bring that cup back to Wisconsin. They've only had it 2 other times.
As the seconds melted away in Minneapolis a week from last Friday night, the thoughts and emotions rushing through Jeff Sauer's head were almost overwhelming, and with good reason.
Badgers celebrate not only the victory, but their regular season championship.
The coach grew up only 5 miles from the University of Minnesota campus. His epic battles with the Golden Gophers are well documented.
To win last weekend and to win in relation to my relationship with the Twin Cities, my relationship with the University of Minnesota and all of that over the years was really a very, very sweet thing.
The only sour note hit is the fact that Jeff's father, Ted, wasn't there to witness the occasion. Ted passed away in September of 1998. Though missing in body, the coach says, that night the hockey heavens were smiling.
I know in my heart that he's there and he's watching the games, but he doesn't give me the weekly phone calls to give me the scouting report. So that's the negative about the situation.
Okay, move to the boards with the pucks.
Sauer's relationship with his father really isn't much different from any other Minnesota hockey family. What does make the bond unique, however, is the fact that the father and son were introduced to the game of hockey at the very same time.
Dad and I started to learn how to skate together, all of those types of things, and through the years we really had a close relationship. I flooded rinks with him. He and I would go out in the backyard and put some ice together and skate, and we just kind of learned the game all the way. I started out at 3, he started out somewhere in the neighborhood of 32, 33. So it was a lot of fun, and that special relationship really went through all the way until last year when he passed away.
Defenseman, let's at least get across the blue line.
Now in his 18th plus year at Wisconsin, Sauer has built another family, one that extends beyond the ice. It's that family formula, Sauer says, is the key ingredient to the Badgers' winning tradition.
Great family feeling, and they've made all of us feel that way, from our secretary to our coaching staff to our trainers to the players themselves.
Obviously, all the wins are wonderful. We've had some down years, and we support each other as a staff. We think we're having fun on those down years, but it's a year like this that makes us realize those years aren't really as much fun as these years are.
Here you go.
And what a difference a year does make. Last season was a forgettable one in Badger hockey history, and Coach Sauer knew coming into this year, if things didn't change, his job title might.
Last year was not fun, and the summer was not fun. But knowing through the summer, I knew that the players were committed to making a change in how they approach the season. I knew we had a good nucleus returning.
Here's Healy. What a move! Ruben had the goal! Here's Healy on a breakaway, and he scored!
And of course, a freshman phenom by the name of Danny Heatley.
I think Danny Heatley has really made an impact. We felt he had the potential to come in and have an excellent freshman year. He's far outgained what our expectations were of him.
Stay on your side of the ice. Make good passes.
After 18 years and counting, Jeff Sauer shows no signs of slowing down in this, possibly the greatest year of Wisconsin Badger hockey.
If we had gone through another season like we had a year ago, I'd be the first guy to say, okay, it's time for a change. But I've had confidence in my abilities and a confidence in our staff's abilities to get the job done, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that.
Here we go.
This is where the Easter Bunny lives. She must be very quiet when hunting wabbits. Oh, this is the bunny hutch. Which head do I get? That's the one I get? Okay, let's go be the Easter Bunny. We got to get the booties on. You're a wild and crazy guy, Steve. All right, what's that?
These are mittens.
Okay, I got my mittens. The back. Where's my carrot? Here we go. I'm already sweating. This one's wet. Ow! Let go of my thumb. Let go of my thumb. Get this kid off of me before he breaks my finger. Ouch. I could use a Cinnabon right about now. Uh-oh, he's gonna burp up. I feel him burping. Come on, Adam, smile. Let the ladies take your picture so you can get off my lap.
Honey, I like you. What's your face?
This is awesome, Woodsy. This is awesome. I'm the man. All right, here, have a book. How am I doing?
You're doing good.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice smile. Just to visit, just to say hi, Bunny. Hi, Bunny.
Big old smile, Tyler. Come on. One for the Gipper. Oh, I think Tyler just tutued on my lap.
I don't want to be way out here like this.
Quit complaining and just take the picture. This is exhausting work.
Here we are, right here. New Concepts. How you doing?
Hi.
Are you Lisa?
Yep.
Rob Hudson. Nice to meet you.
You too.
I brought my own scissors.
Oh, great.
Is this my client?
They're not
I'm Rob. Ann, nice to meet you. I'm your barber. What is this? How's that? Oh, I'm sorry. So how was your day?
Great.
You're supposed to ask him stuff like that? When's the last time you really had it all cut off? This one right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Goodbye, hair. Yeah, here it goes. Yeah. I'm doing okay. Now I'm licensed. Look at this work of art. Look at that. This is good. Hey, there you go. This is it. Nice. It's a nice look.
All right, Lisa.
You look great. You look great. It grows back.
That's a cool thing. Job security.
Yeah. Aren't you glad hair grows back?
For most folks, fishing is just a way to relax. But for the 42 anglers taking part in this week's Pro Walleye Trail National Championship, the pressure to produce is intense. Armed with global positioning units, depth finders, maps, and other electronics, the hunt for Madison walleye is not all big fun, it's also big bucks.
There's $100,000 for first place, and in order to get here, you have to qualify. So the competition for this championship field here is just incredible. The intensity, the preparation, throughout the whole year, it's just incredible. There's some of the best fishermen here in the world.
Sam Anderson is a UW grad from Eagan, Minnesota. He claims being a former Madison resident doesn't really give him an advantage in fishing the Madison chain.
Well, it was kind of one of those things where I was either trying to hurry up and get caught up so I could leave for another tournament or get back and play catch-up while I was going to school here. So usually it was a championship in the fall and a Super Pro or an early tournament in April. So I kept busy. I did get out a few days each year when I was here. But there's so many other great things to do here in Madison. I won't mention those, but we got busy doing some of those things at times.
The fish that are caught are kept alive in aerated tanks on board the boats called live wells. The fish are then weighed in a glitzy ceremony that resembles a pro wrestling match in front of screaming fans.
All right, another walleye.
This year's winner is Ron Seelhoff with 26.94 pounds of walleye caught in the three-day tournament. He wins $100,000, a Dodge pickup, a new boat and motor, and trailer.
2 walleyes for Darryl today, and of course we're looking for 5 if we can get him, but it looks like he's reaching down for another one, so there's number 3. Both the same size. Real nice looking walleyes.
It's defense and special teams to the rescue against Ball State this afternoon. The Badger offense comes out sloppy and sputtering, but gets it going in the second half.
Everything gets a little faster once you get in the red zone, and you got to be a little sharper, and just not as much room for error.
That's a stupid mistake, and something that right after you do it, you're wondering what you're thinking and stuff like that. And, you know, I guess it all happens pretty quick, and I was just trying to make a play, and that happens sometimes. Just a bad play on my part.
Eric Malik made a great play in the end zone, get a safety, and that kind of just got us going, all fired up. We fed off Eric there for his excitement and us, and we just went from there and having fun and playing physical and flying around.
Are you in the zone?
I don't know. I really don't like to say that, you know, because if you're in the zone, then there's a chance you might come out of it. So
we're getting better. Yeah, we're getting better, and we're getting a chance to play a lot of kids. We'll be ready to play when the Big Ten rolls around. Our guys will be ready to compete.
Next up for the Badgers, their first road test of the year before the Big Ten season opener. They'll be at Cincinnati next Saturday. At Camp Randall, Rob Hudson, NBC15 Sports. Jeff Sauer says the WCHA is not and never has been a freshman league. But from the early looks of things, that may be about to change. After months and seemingly years of talk and anticipation, forwards Danny Heatley and Brad Winchester lead an incoming class that includes defenseman Brian Fahey and forward Eric Jensen. Like most newcomers, donning the Cardinal and White is truly a dream come true.
When I first put this on, you just get chills down your spine because, I've been dreaming to wear this jersey, ever since I was a little kid. I just remember watching games at the Coliseum and hoping one day that I'd have the opportunity to do this, and it's only a couple weeks away. I'm just really pumped.
I don't know, it's really fast. It's pretty offensive, I think, but there's also solid defense and good tendon in there, so you have to earn your goals. It's gonna be a big adjustment for me from junior.
What sets both Heatley and Winchester apart from the group is not necessarily their talents, but that both their fathers were hockey Badgers as well. Murray Heatley was a forward from 1968 through 71, and Gary Winchester from 1970 through 74. An important reason why both recruits chose Wisconsin.
I'm really excited to get the chance to wear number 8 because that's what my dad wore. It's really exciting for me. I'm real honored.
Not because of Ernie Vargas wore it?
Well, him too.
He knows what's going on. He'll be down here, and I don't really ask him that much. He knows what's going on.
As I've told the team all along, and I told them this at the end of last season, the team that's going to be successful this year is in the locker room already. The freshmen will come in and help us, in certain areas, but the guys that got to do the work are in the locker room right now, and hopefully that's what how they came back with that type of attitude.
A focused Badger team comes into West Lafayette looking to take some steam out of the Boilermakers. The Badgers open the scoring in the second. Brooks Bollinger finds Doug Retzlaff all alone, but Purdue will strike back. Drew Brees on the keeper, it's 7-7. Been wondering where Nick Davis has been? Well, here he is on the ensuing kickoff. Davis reminds everyone why he's called Nicky Six. 91 yards to pay dirt. Both Davis and Barry Alvarez waiting to see this again.
Felt great. You know, the guys up front did a great job. There's a huge hole right up the middle, and I hit it, you know, and cut to the outside and just try to use my speed to get the end zone. You know, it's just a great feeling.
For them to score to tie this game and him to come right back and answer, that was big time. I thought the kids really blocked well, and he did a nice job of reading it and getting to the end zone.
With the Badgers leading 14-7 at the break, the first half really just an appetizer for the fireworks that were about to transpire in the second half. In the third quarter, the Badger offense stalls out, Purdue driving, leave it to the Badger defense to get things rolling.
Early fourth quarter, Purdue tries the trick play and gets burned. Vinny Sutherland picked off in the end zone by Bobby Myers to snuff the drive. The Badgers take the ball and march 80 yards in 8 plays, capped by Ron Daines. 41-yard work of art. For Dane, 222 yards on the day, a TD. He needs only 99 yards to become the NCAA's all-time leading rusher.
You know, I just was out there having a lot of fun and, you know, did what I had to do to help the team win.
Fourth quarter, Breeze is picked off by Jamar Fletcher, and for the second week in a row, Fletcher takes it to the house. His 5th career interception returned for a TD, a Big Ten record. This one pretty much wins the game.
Once I got my hands on the ball, you know, I knew it was a tough game. You know, it was close, and so I had to step it up and put it in the end zone.
From West Lafayette, Rob Hudson, NBC15 Sports.
Ron Dane is back. Has it. Look at that. Look at that. Would you believe it?
Number 33, Ron Dane.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy. Really a tale of two halves from Columbus this afternoon. We already know the outcome, but bigger yet, 2 new storylines. I think the Badgers found a starting quarterback in Brooks Bollinger. And how about Ron Dane? Let's crank up that Heisman Express again. 3 touchdowns, 160 yards. The Badgers win at Ohio Stadium for just the 3rd time in program history.
How can you be any more proud of a group of guys with the head coach up in the box, managing the game, coaches making decisions and communication. My assistants did a great job, and the kids did a great job.
When we came out, we didn't change anything at halftime, and we just coach told us to go out and play hard, and that's what we did.
I'm plenty excited, trust me. had a great time, and it was just a thrilling experience and one that I'll remember for a long time. But I think that, you know, I was just excited to come out here and play and wanted to do what I could.
A huge momentum swing to start the second half. Michael Wiley fumbling the ball. Bobby Myers recovers, and then Ron Dane punching it in 2 plays later, and the Badgers are off and rolling.
That was the key to the whole momentum of the second half, I think. And you know, our special teams have made plays all year, and they came up with a big play on that game, or on that play, and then you know, luckily our offense came out and we were able to capitalize on it.
We had our backs against the wall at halftime, and we just didn't give up. And I think that was, you know, we wanted it really bad, and I think that was the difference.
The 17-point comeback, the biggest ever under Barry Alvarez at Wisconsin. Throw in 42 unanswered points. The Badgers are 1-1 in the Big Ten, headed to Minnesota next weekend. The Gophers 4-0. From Columbus, Rob Hudson, NBC15 Sports. For hockey players, it's almost too good to be true.
25 more seconds.
A hockey treadmill that has caught the eyes of more than a handful of hockey Badgers looking for that extra edge once the season rolls around.
A lot of the coaches said my skating stride has changed a lot, and that's what I was hoping from this. Get a more powerful and longer stride, and so far it's worked.
It's just very unforgiving. Any mistake you have, it brings out tenfold. And so it's easy for me to teach somebody what they're doing wrong because they can see it themselves and they can feel it because it just doesn't feel right. So, I mean, it's a great teaching tool with that too.
Not that fast, here. Start it out.
Badger Matt Doman, selected in the 5th round by the Calgary Flames in this year's NHL draft, is using this as a means to help him, a big guy, get around the Olympic-sized sheet of ice in the Kohl Center. And he's not alone.
I'd only done it 3 times when I skated, and I could tell, like, I mean, I have the posture that they're trying to come across, and my stride is longer, and I'm bringing my legs together. I mean, I could really tell a difference just after like 3 or 4 times.
Guys like me and Brooksy and I think Dome, you know, it's definitely going to benefit us to be able to get up and down the ice quicker, faster, and compete at the level that we're at right now.
We play on an ocean, unlike some of the teams in the league. We play on a small ice rink, and the skating is a big part of Olympic-sized ice sheets. I mean, you got to be a good skater so you can get around out there, and especially chasing some of the smaller guys in the league and helping the bigger guys get around a little easier out there so we're not just pile-on sitting out there.
Forwards and defensemen aren't the only players taking advantage. Former Madison Edgewood and current Colorado College goaltender Jeff Sanger is training at acceleration, and his skating has improved to the point where he's every bit as good, if not better, than his out-of-goal counterparts.
He's one of the best technique-wise that I have. And you can just see, I mean, he was very sound technique-wise, and that's part of the reason why he's a good goalie.
Skating is crucial for a goaltender. I mean, you got to be one of the best skaters on the ice, and this helps you with your form and quickness, so that's what you look for in a goalie.
If you're training to run, you need to run. If you're training to skate, you need to skate. And that's what's great about our treadmill. You can keep training skating in the off-season to get even better, and that's a great thing.
Senior day for the Badgers at Camp Randall in the regular season finale, taking on Iowa, and senior running back Ron Dane under the spotlight as he closes in on the all-time rushing record. But it's a freshman that steals the show early on. Quarterback Brooks Bollinger scrambling all over the Hawkeyes, setting up a pair of early touchdowns. Was there a little confusion just who was going after the rushing record?
Them focusing on him so much opened some stuff up for me early, get some big runs and stuff like that. And you know, I don't think I was necessarily trying to outrush him today.
At 4:32 of the second quarter, the moment everyone was waiting for finally happens. Ron Dane around the right sideline for 31 yards. That smashes Ricky Williams' NCAA all-time rushing record. For the guys in red and white on the offensive line, there wasn't a doubt in anyone's mind that the record would fall today.
I'm happy for Ronnie to get the record. I think he deserves every bit of it, and I'm happy for the team.
He's proud of us, and part of the record does go to us. I think that that we contributed to his his greatness. I think that we take a lot from that.
I'm so happy for him. I couldn't care less if what he does. If he doesn't mention anybody, I'm just happy for him. He's a great player, a great guy. What a story.
I didn't know what to say. I was just so happy and grateful. I said, still kind of amazed and dazed.
Thanks a lot, Craig. This year's Rose Bowl is going to feature some matchups. Obviously, the Stanford Cardinal defense has got to stop number 33, Ron Dane. On the other side of the ball, the Cardinal are going to definitely go to their Fred Biletnikoff wide receiver, Troy Walters. The mission for the Badgers mainly lays on number 2's shoulders. Jamar Fletcher says he's got to stop him, and he looks forward to it. Ty Willingham, the Cardinal coach, says we're going to go to him.
The first thing that we have to do, of course, is find ways to get Troy open.
That, I can compete with the best.
One update here, Donnell Thompson was walking around. He had the cast off his ankle, so things look to be getting better on that front. Coming up tonight at 10, we're going to do a little jaywalking reverse style as the Badgers are at the Jay Leno show tonight. We're going to find out what they know about the host of the famous talk show. From Los Angeles, Rob Hudson, NBC15 Sports.
That was a good job, Jackie. You're a natural sports anchor. Now I'm trading jobs with you here at the Madison Ice Arena. What are we teaching? Figure skating. Let's go.
I forgot.
Yeah, so did I. Move those feet. Move those feet. Wait a second. I got to put your skates on for you.
Do you even know how to do a
I don't know. Oh, sure.
Let's see.
You're going to do a scratch spin? I can't even do that. I can't do that. You're a little loose on the exit position coming out of it.
Yeah.
That was really good. You got that exit position up there? That feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked a lot better too. And the Canadian judge liked it, but the Russian judge didn't. And then we'll have to stick Tanya Harding on you.
Okay.
All right. And Jeff Galooly.
No, you're the coach now.
I'm not Jackie, though.
Yeah, you are. You changed your name.
Let's see you do it one more time. Here we go. Very nice. Good job. Okay, let's see you pull in more. You want me to show you how to do a triple toe loop? Well, you show me first, and I'll try and do one. Free leg straight. Remember, free leg straight. No? Have you ever heard of Sonia Henney? Arch the back, Jess. Yeah. Why?
You are a champion.
I said I was a champion?
Yeah.
I am a champion.
No,
No, I'm not. I know. You're a cute little girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, we better get out of here.
And Jay Billis, I'll be racing to the hotel room to check those guys out.
Brad won't because Jay's a Duke guy.
Exactly right. Satterfield, back iron.
Big college basketball game Saturday with Duke and North Carolina going at it for the last time this year.
So Cincinnati will improve to 26-2. Real quick, guys. Tim, I know you're already on record as saying they're going to win the national championship. Brad, what does a team have to do to stop them?
I think, like I say, a team has to be able to stay with them early, make them go through their offense at the end of a basketball game. But this is a good ball club. They're getting better and better each game, and they're learning. They're going to be hard to beat.
Kenyon Martin with the 5-second call, and as Ted Hillary had his hand up, Nate Johnson gave him the high five.
Don't forget college hoops tonight coming up next. We'll get you up to date on all the action that happened this week. We've already talked about upset Saturday. Johnson with another outside shot. That's a three-pointer. It'll make the score a little bit closer, but certainly Cincinnati controlled this one from beginning to end. 68-50.